Hello, this is Vance, and this is still Wednesday, January 11th, 2017. And I came back on here because I made a mistake when I was doing my recap. What I did was, I was talking about these trades and so forth, and I already did the recap. And I said this was my first trade here with these two failures down here. But I was wrong. This was my first trade. I made a mistake. And the reason I know that is because I was looking at my book, my trade journal, and I realized that, short memory, I recorded this trade. I was in this trade. Didn't want to think about it, I suppose. Well, I got in this trade, and the reason I got in this trade, it's explained on the video. Yes, it looks like it's down a channel. Doesn't look like it's breaking, but the reason I got in is this was near the open. I explained this. This was 7 o'clock. I was here a little bit earlier. Price came down. This was about just after 8 o'clock. What I liked about this, even though price is really having trouble getting any lower, and I looked at the left side of the chart, and I thought this was support, significant support to the left side. So when price started to stack up here, couldn't go any lower. When it turned around at this area, I entered right here. And I got my first contracts off. My first contract off. I had like three contracts on. But very shortly thereafter, I had a friend of mine contacted me, and I was talking to him on Skype, well, texting him, and I had moved I was looking at putting when prices started bouncing around here, I had tightened my stop just below this area, and as it was coming back down, I started thinking about it. I said, okay, well, I'll pull it back. I was going to go to break even, but for some reason or another, I didn't. I brought it to 51, and I had it at entered at 5102, and I had put my stop at 5104, just for 2 ticks, just so I could see the flag. That's it. I mean, no other reason for that. I mean, it was only 2 ticks on 2 contracts. And wouldn't you know that it came down here and it took me out by one, it hit my stop. And so I was out of that trade. And then what I did was I got back in. I got back in on this one right here. But I recorded that one too. But because I was like, it moved up so quickly that I didn't have time to hit my record button. I was concentrating on the trade, so I only got the back part of it, like the last part of this trade. So anyway, I know it's kind of haphazard. That's what happens when you're kind of trying to do 2 things at once. Won't make that mistake again. I don't think, well, I will make that mistake again. I've done it before. Anyway, I'll show these 2 trades, and they're kind of like, I'll have to splice them together. So I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, that's it, and I'll get right to those trades. Hello, this is Vance, and this is Wednesday, January the 11th, 2017. These are CL trades for today using the slow hand method for price action. I just put this trade on, and I kind of realized that now I've got my first contract off. So let me let me explain to you why I did this trade. First of all, price has come down to here. It's a second entry long. Off this bottom, price was stopping up here. There's support to the left. It's been kind of moving all the way down here. I see turnaround now. What do I see with this? I see that my stop is below these areas right here. My target is going to be up this area here. Now, it's a little bit long. There's 30 ticks at 32. And so that's my 30 ticks there. But what had happened is that prices, it's rejected here. It can't go down much further. I mean, we had this unbroken line, and this is 20 after 7 right here, this bar right here. So that's about 50 minutes ago. Price tried to get down lower, gets to this area, had these bars here, and I got in at 5102. So price broke down here, moved back up. See where my stop is? Below these areas of support. And because of that, I thought it was good enough to get your first target off. And it did. So it happened pretty quickly. I'd already tried to record it, but my sound wasn't on, so I had to delete that first recording. Anyway, that's where I am right now. I'm going to sit with this until such time as it. Now, this might be a little bit ambitious for my second target because it's above this where the highs were, and you probably think that there may be some traders that have gone short here, especially on these ones. So this might be a little bit ambitious as far as target. So I might have to bring this down a little bit. In fact, what I will do is I'll probably bring it down 5 ticks, just to bring it inside where that area is, just inside here. So I just bring it inside this target right here so that it's not outside. It doesn't have to make a new high in order to take out my target. Well, or close to that new high at 32. So I'll just leave that here for the time being. If price solidifies, I'll probably move this up, kind of trail these two targets, and then perhaps move this one back up to the original 32. But I'm just managing it from here, as I've already got my first contract off, and just waiting to see how this develops. Well, you can see that looks like there's hesitation here, support, whatever it may be. I mean, did more sellers step in at this area when it broke below these areas here? I don't know. But certainly when price got to the bottom of this channel here, or the bottom of what I looked at as this early morning range, and we're having some hesitation, a little bit of a pullback, and see whether or not buyers can take this higher. Yeah, if we can break through this 51.19, you see price on this bar here went up to 51.19, which was a previous high, and it couldn't stay there. It couldn't break through. Got turned back. So it just can't get through this area. If we can break through this, then the target should be within range, but it's got to get through. It's got to get through 51.19 and hold. Yeah, it just wasn't ready to go. This rejection right here, just too much to overcome. And you can see that. These bars right here, like just too many sellers right at that price. Just couldn't break through there. This is a strong move up here, filled in this area, but now it's pulled back. So I'll have to sit and wait and see. Maybe there's another trade. Leave it for now, and look for another entry. Hello, this is Vance. I'm back. I'm in this trade here. I got back in down here, and just trailing this stop. It's on order canceled order, so I'm just kind of moving it up here. I don't know how much further it's going to go. I mean, a pretty decent move from off this bottom here, off of 51.15, and now we're hit about 31 ticks. You see pullback, first pullback, second pullback. This is a second entry long off of here, but I don't know if I would really take that trade at this juncture, to add on to it. This is, it's the DOE report today, and, we've already had a pre-move up past. This is really at the high, daily high right here. So, I don't know, it's a consideration if you kind of squish it together. We've already had this measured move that is probably the measured move off this bottom here. So here, the first move up, pulls back, and if you look at it from this perspective, you had a pullback to here, two pullbacks, made a new low, and to this area. See, I'm locked in at 20 ticks right here, and the reason it's right here, it's not because of 20 ticks, it's because I'm below these areas right here. I mean, I think this is, let me just draw that in. This is kind of like a support area through here, I think. And, so that's why I've got it right here. Let me make this bigger. There you go. Easier to see. Okay, the price came back, took me out right under here. I was only plus 20 on that runner, so that's fine. That's it for now. This is Vance. Thanks for watching.